What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Dead Age. I said I was going to wait for a content update. Turns out they made one and they released it like pretty much a day, I think, after I died. So we're just going to jump back in because I'm having too much fun with this game, and I just want to keep going. I want to see what this game has to offer. So we're going to jump back into a new game. Our last game was deleted. And see, there's a hardcore mode now. Let's see. Enemies become generally stronger, high chance of dying, upgrades are crucial. It looks like that will just be if you want to make it harder on yourself, which honestly I don't really want to do. So I'm not doing it, but okay. Apparently our medals are gone. Not really sure what happened there. Alright, we're gonna skip the prologue. We're just gonna jump in again. I mean, we could have gotten some skills there. We could have gotten, I think, 3 or maybe just 2 skills, because I think we have 5 or 6 medals. So it's not a big deal. We're gonna skip the prologue. We're just gonna jump back in and see if anything is different this time around. Automatically saves your game. Alright. Aching, you wake up to see Trish sitting at the edge of your bed, watching you with sympathy. Alright, so this is right after our sister has died. And she tells us to make a club. We found another survivor. The sheriff's on patrol with Liz. You should go pick him up. Find the sheriff and Liz on the highway at night by herself. Interesting. So it looks like the order of things is completely different. Because last time around we didn't get this mission until day 5, I think. So that's kind of weird. What level are we? We should be level 3, I think. Yeah, we are. Alright, so we start out at level 3. I'm gonna definitely just get breakthrough from the very start. And I think I'm gonna get... See, I don't really want to mess with jobs myself. So I think I'm just gonna go with this. Just get 4 melee, and then... I think we want to pick one thing that we're gonna be using. So I'm gonna pick medic. Just because the ability to heal is really powerful, and then engineering as well. I mean, other people might be able to heal as well, but the more people that can heal, the better, I'm guessing. Alright, looks like we get the same set of challenges, so we can still earn medals. Okay, so we're all by ourselves. We have no... Okay, we have a little bit of equipment. Just equip everything that you normally get during the intro, which we skipped. Alright, no pants, no shoes. Undershirt. Wait, I can just bring this along? Okay, no I can't. Thought I selected this slot. Shows all items in your inventory. Alright. I didn't even know that. So, we're going out on the highway during the nighttime. The new survivor and the sheriff are on the night highway. Should you choose to explore elsewhere, it could have dire consequences. So we have to go here. I'm hoping it's going to be slightly easier since we are all alone. But let's find out. Okay, that's the woods. We are not supposed to be in the woods. Wait, did I... Oh my god, are you serious? No. Alright, let's see what's happened. Return, blah blah blah. A stately looking man drives into camp and proposes to do business. He wants 1 tool and offers to trade a small med kit. I'm actually gonna say no. We don't have a lot of tools. But... I hope you settled in, Jack. This camp... Okay, so the sheriff is back. Okay, help people. I don't think Liz is actually back. You know what? This actually ruins the game at the very start. We're gonna start over. We are gonna start over. Alright, so that basically shows that you gotta be really careful about what you do. Alright, so Jack, skip prologue, start. Let's see if it randomizes again. Yep. Okay. Find weapons, so make a club, and then you were just about to talk to Trish in the cantina when another survivor enters the meeting room. He looks concerned and nods a greeting to you. Maybe you can help me. Okay, so that's Hank. Alright, so Hank obviously is going to want us to find his wife, so let's just get this over with real quick. Melee, 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 melee. Boom, boom. That's what we did, and then equip everything again. Equip this, equip that, equip this, equip that, and there we go. Alright, he doesn't really have much of anything. Alright, so let's go talk to Hank. And I think we're just gonna find Lydia again. Alright, so what I think is happening... Okay, so there's just a... barricade yourself inside a car, blah blah blah, alright. Highway during the day. So this time around, let's actually click the right option. I shouldn't have been that... I guess I clicked this one instead of that one. Highway during the day. Go. But I think there's like a set amount of quests or missions, and it might be randomized in what order you get them and on what day and all that, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we're looking for Lydia, calling her again. I'm not gonna read, you know, events that we've already seen and done, because that just seems like a major waste of everybody's time. Boom. Alright, it's actually pretty nice that Hank has breakthrough as well. That's gonna be really useful. Alright, so I'm gonna break through the pedestrian here. Alright, Hank will finish the nurse. Boom. They also balanced some of the, well, a lot of stuff again, I believe, because we appear to be doing more damage than we used to in the previous game. Alright, some old weapon parts, that's good, because that's what we need for the quest we have. If we want to make a club, we need this stuff. Alright, so let's loot it. 5 materials, just like that. Alright, let's keep going. This is a pretty easy fight. Breakthrough nurse. Alright, 29 damage. I am pretty sure we're doing more damage. Maybe it's because we're back at level 1 and I don't remember correctly, but it does seem like we are doing more damage. Alright. So honorable discharge. Let's just go grab Lydia and get her back to camp. And then basically we're in sort of the same situation we were in earlier. You see a group of survivors in the distance. They seem to be looking around with mistrust. Okay, we've seen this before. This punk is gonna ask us to kill these people, or one of them. Alright, you know what? This time around, I'm actually gonna take the deal again. Because I want to see if there is maybe a chance that they will honor this deal. I'm gonna take it. We're gonna take out one of these people again. Okay, they appear to be slightly strong. Alright, we're just gonna go after the brawler, maybe? Yeah, we're gonna go after the brawler. I think this is what we did last time. But he is pretty much the weakest. And then also, if we take out someone else, he's gonna get stronger and whatnot. And these people are just shooting the hell out of me. Alright, shoot the brawler. There we go, and that will finish him off. Nice and easy. Alright, let's have him surrender. I keep my promises. Here's your weapon. See, look at that. We got an MP5 just like that. How sweet is this? That's a really, really good weapon. Alright, let's equip this on... Let's see, where do we equip this? Can we? Oh, we have to loot it first, of course. Alright, so there is a chance that certain events will go different from the way they went in other games. That's actually really cool. Because that means there's never any real certainty to any of these situations. Because I thought that maybe they would just, the punk would start fighting me again, but this time around he's cool, and he actually honors the deal. Now that's what I like to see. Alright, boom. You're almost done with these guys. We did take a lot of damage, but considering we just got an MP5, I'm gonna guess that it was worth it. I mean, come on, that's gonna be really, really good. I'm just hoping it's not gonna use too much ammo. Because if it does use a lot of ammo, then it's not gonna be very useful to us. Alright, boom, finish off the cheerleader. Some old clothing. Perfect place to look for weapons and gear. I mean, we gotta search. Alright, we got some old weapon parts, not bad. I would have preferred like a nice shotgun or some armor maybe, but this is still cool. Basically, as long as I am doing okay health-wise, I'm gonna search everything. And it's only when I get in trouble that I'm gonna avoid those situations, because it is a pretty easy way to get yourself killed otherwise, like what happened with the army camp. I mean, that just looked really cool. I didn't actually think the army was gonna try to kill me. Had I known that that was an option, I probably would not have done it. It also would have been pretty cool if there was an option to just run away during battle. That's something that I definitely kind of miss. Maybe, you know, they could add an option where you can use an item, or say, you know, when you trap a zombie, maybe then you can run away and he can't follow you. Alright, come on. This has to be the fight, right? Alright, we found Lydia. Alright, so it's the same type of little squabble they're having. But seeing as we are okay on the health-wise, we're pretty okay, so I'm just gonna not waste my ammo. Just take it slow, just melee the zombies to death. You gotta conserve your ammo. Good job, Lydia. She apparently is really strong because she doesn't even have a weapon. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Vagrant. And then we just keep hitting them. This isn't too bad. I mean, this is the first day after all, and it gets progressively harder the further in you go. I'm just kind of wondering, though, how you can actually win the game. Can you, like, do you save the world, or do you basically just keep going endlessly? I have no idea. But that is something that I would like to know, because that's interesting. Alright, boom. And that's the end of this fight. We got a healing syringe. That's pretty good. Time to head back, come on. Okay, we saved Lydia. Alright, we're forced to go back, but we did it though. We got some tools, that's nice. The survivors of your camp have returned with the following. We got 8 materials, that's pretty much it. But we are gonna run out of rations real soon. Alright, Trish looks particularly happy this morning. She seems to have already become good friends with the new addition to your camp. This is Lydia, my old lady. Okay, blah blah blah. And this is where Lydia wants me to, okay, we need food. Yeah, this is pretty much the exact same way it happened the very first time that we, started playing this game. So what we did is Lydia wanted to go out with us and explore, I believe. And let's see, Cantina. Alright, so they both leveled up. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make Hank our... Yeah, that's what... Actually, this is pretty good. I'm gonna change a couple of things around from the way we did him last time. Hank is gonna be our hunter. There we go. And let's see. Let's give him... I guess better medic skills. I don't know what else he needs. And then our character is going to be more of a cunning guy, because that actually is very helpful during missions and whatnot. But I'm going to grab Eliminator real quick, because that's really nice. So I'm going to grab one in cunning. And I think that's going to be it for now. I also really want to know what type of weapon this is. Like, what type of ammo does this use? It's probably a rifle. It's gotta be a rifle. It's clearly not a shotgun. Alright, so we can't use the MP5 right now, which is too bad. Alright, you're uninvited. Get out of my party, man. So, he's gonna go and hunt. They also slightly tweaked the amount of food that you get from hunting. I think it's higher. And you also, I think, get more tools. Which is actually really nice, because that was an issue that I was running into the last time. So this is good. He's going out there. Let's see, I guess I'm gonna grab one survival as well. Just in case I ever want to go hunting myself. For some foodies, and then, alright, that is pretty much it. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this part. In the next part, we're gonna go meet Lydia. And we're supposed to craft an Uzi instead of a club. But we're gonna be able to do that pretty soon. That's pretty cool actually, it's a different quest. But we're gonna hang out with Lydia and we're gonna do that quest again. And hopefully find out some more interesting stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And I'm gonna be back soon with more Dead Age.